Why don't I give you an opportunity? Each of you can have one question for one other panel member. And I don't know who to start with on that one. Maybe we should flip a coin on who to start with on that one. But each panelist will ask one question of one of the other panelists. Anybody want to start?
ニューサムさんにお聞きをしたいんですけれども、沖縄近隣は、沖縄にある基地すべてを直ちに、返してくれ、あるいは撤去してくれということを言っているわけではないというのをまず一点、ご理解をいただきたいというのが一つ。で、段階的に、あるいは時間軸の中で、時間を区切って、計画的に返していただくという部分の中で、それに見合うような形で、経済発展を図っていくというのが重要だというふうに、我々は認識をしています。ですから、国際情勢や安全保障環境を踏まえて、当然配置のあり方というのは考えるべきですが、基地の負担の軽減を図りながら、経済の発展を図っていくというのが沖縄側の望みです。それに対してどのようにお考えでしょうか。
So this question is for Mr. Newsom. Let's see. First of all, he's saying that the Okinawa people are asking for all of the military bases and all of the military to be relocated out of Okinawa. So he said that is one point that he wanted to say. And he's also saying that he believes that it should be phased over time, and this has been discussed previously also, and that over time the economic, financial benefits can be evaluated and looked at as it occurs. He says that also that the security, financial, economic issues also are a big part of it, and would like to be and will be considered, and they like to work together in moving forward with considerations.
Okay, I'll just make one comment, and that is that I would recommend that for the Okinawan government that when it does try to quantify the value of economic development from various things, that it be as specific and as detailed as possible. Using a gross figure is often kind of deceptive, because you could have 1 million people each making $2 an hour, for example. But really to be as specific as possible in making their case for the value or the benefits of any given effort, for whatever it's got in mind. But the more detailed, the better. So I've simply not seen what I would consider a really sophisticated, complex explanation for these alternatives. But it can be done. I just haven't seen it. Maybe it's I haven't found it.
You ready to go?
I want to take our honor to make a question to General Gregson that if Japanese government propose to provide a basis in mainland that's thoroughly meet U.S. Marine Corps requirement and missions to support, can you take that option?
We'd be ready to discuss any option with the government of Japan, but recent history has indicated that that offer is not on the table. We are ready to discuss any options with the government of Japan, but recent history has shown that that option is not on the table.
Takara Sensei, are you ready with a question?
Actually, I'm ready for answer something.
You're ready to answer something.
But I would like to say that just a comment.
Yeah, let me just say that each of you will get a final 2-minute statement period. So right now, just if you have a, do you have a question for any other panelists? If it's okay if you don't.
No, okay.
You're all right, Kotani-san. Do you have a question for any of the other panelists?
Maybe my question goes to either Professor Takara or Mr. Yara. Every time I visit Okinawa, I am confused by the different opinions from the people I meet, and especially the people in Okinawa, island, and the islands in Ishigaki, Miyako, Yonaguni. They are different, and I find that the Ishigaki is more conservative than other parts of the Okinawa, and part of the reasons is the tensions in Senkaku. Senkaku belongs to Ishigaki, and the current mayor and the city assembly members, they actually call for self-defense force or even U.S. military to increase access to Ishigaki. So, for non-Okinawans, whose opinion should we listen to?
Maybe our opinions are vary generation by generation, especially before reversion of Okinawa, reversion back to Japan. They think at that time, a young generation think maybe we will change. We would change, and we have something new, but it didn't change. So they disappointed. So now the generation disappointed is the over than 70 over that generation. So they really register anti-war movement or something because they failed in diversion. So they think now, well, we should have done that when we diverted. So their protest is very strong. But next generation is in between the reversion and after Japanese government doing, and also younger generation. The people already when they were born they saw military bases and a Japanese style. So quite different. So maybe the younger mayor of Ishigaki is after the version he was born. Interesting. So little by little, Japanese education and textbook is different from Okinawan's education before the version. So we didn't know that the information from Japan, it was rare for Okinawan people before the version. We thought that the constitution is really a peace. We didn't have any army, Okinawan people think. So they didn't know at that time there was a self-defense force. So something like that, the lack of information, and also something like ideal things. So I also have something dream. One day, the China's leaders coming to Okinawa, and the president of the United States coming to Okinawa, and other people coming to. Okay,
save that for your last 2 minutes.
Okay, sorry.
Yara-san also wants to answer because Mr. Kotana asked both of them. So.
Well, I think most of the answer is mentioned by Professor, but I just repeating to whom you are asking the question. That means depend on to whom you are asking questions, I guess. So, which part of the voices represent Okinawa? I mean, to find out the real answer to that question is very difficult, I guess. As Professor says, this varies from generation to generation. Those who have survived the World War II really severely do not like the militarism in the island of Okinawa. Well, my mother is already, is 88 years old. Do not like to see the bases around nearby her houses. But those who are young, born in the present situation has been seeing the fences from her or his birth, taking the view with the basis or the natural thing. So they do not, some youngsters, young people today do not find itself is an issue among them. But I guess when they come to finding the job, come to raising the children, sending them to school, and experiencing the noise issues and the other issues surrounding, coming from U.S. bases, then they may realize what is the political issues we've been talking so much for so long. So, and it's a matter of whom are you asking the question, and also the representative, the Okinawan political representative are unanimously saying that, asking the reduce of the U.S. military presence in Okinawa.
Thank you. Did anyone else, did I pass over anyone who wanted to ask a question but didn't get a chance? Anybody else?